Alright, Elite Kill 3 here, and we're going to do a batch from the Mailbin. Tons of packages to get to. Start with this one. That's actually a raw Hank Aaron, and it wasn't cheap. It's the 1960 version, but the way this is shipped leaves a lot to be desired. Now we're talking about a thin card saver, the small kind, which is very flimsy. See how it bends like that. And this seller has tons of feedback too. I'm trying to think of the name, but this one was stated to be, I believe, near mint, so I'm definitely going to send it in. It's definitely not centered very well, so expectations on this maybe a 6. I don't know. So 1960 Topps Hank Aaron raw card, which is kind of cool because I want to send in some raw cards just to see how they do. Something about that scares me off a lot is these cards have been sitting around, 50 years. You figure if somebody was going to send them in, they would have sent them in by now. But part of the fun for me is trying to uncover gems, I guess. So Fleer Legacy 01 Tomlinson base rookie $9.99. And I might break a case of 17 Prestige football. I'm talking to one of my wholesalers about box prices, but has anybody broken that yet? And how do you guys feel about that product? I just like it because you get a lot of cards. Tomlinson. This was probably $5 shipped, but it's an Upper Deck MVP, mint 9. In the TCU uniform. Here's something PSA and vintage too. So I'm also working on the 64 Topps Hall of Fame set. So 60 and 64 are my two top sets that I'm gonna work on the registry. I probably won't. I'd hope to get in the top 5. I don't know if I can get up that high. I know a lot of the older collectors really crush it on these vintage sets, and I'm still pretty new at vintage. But it's a Yaz PSA 7 from 64, so great looking card. And PSA 7 is something that I've kind of really, for older cards, PSA 7s are great buys in my opinion. Because, I mean, they're still expensive, but you don't have to pay the crazy amounts of like an 8 or 9 of a card in the 60s or 70s or even the 50s. Here's the mandatory coming in early. Got this for like 45. They usually do about 60 though. So it's the gold version. It looks mint too, so definite candidate here. Beautiful card. Here's an envelope, a nice Jeter Topps base. I've bought so many Jeter raws, and I don't think I've ever uncovered a PSA 10 like that. I've actually bought raw on eBay and sent in, and it's been a PSA 10. So this one looks centered pretty well. I guess it's off sticker on the right, so probably toss the 10 out the window, but maybe it's a 9. I don't know. So the Jeter. This is a neat way to package. That's very well protected. If you look at that. Cut here. Great packaging. Well, oh, that's sick. So this was in an auction, and sometimes when this is just a tip I've learned from bidding at auctions on eBay is when sellers start the starting bid up high, like higher than normal, sometimes it doesn't get bids because people think the card's actually overpriced. But if you do some market research, you can find out that the card's actually priced fairly. So this is the SP Foil Jeter, and it was like $79.99, which I think is a good price for this raw. And I think I just put in a snipe and I took it down, but nobody bid on it. This one looks really good too. Wow. I'll have to take a look at it and get the surface clean, but this will definitely be one that'll get sent out. Maybe hope for an 8 or an 8.5. It'd be funny if I pulled a 10 on that. I think 10s go for like 30 grand. That's absurd. I would, if I wanted that card in high grade bat, I would just buy a 9. I think those are still like 1,000 and 3,000 or something. This is one of those dirty ones. It's probably a smarter way to open this. Let's just try to get in there and get out. Get out. This is actually the type of package that a long time ago when a seller, he was a scammer, he sent me a dead bird in the mail. It was in one of these too. It's disgusting. I've told that story before. That was kind of when I first started getting into like high-end football cards. It's tough to get into. Oh, sweet. So this is like 50 or 60 bucks, but it's a PSA 5 and it's a Mano from 58, so an old card. I have no idea how this even got slabbed. Look at the back of that. I guess because it's on the back. To me, that's MC miscut, or at least OC off center. It's like it's not even, doesn't even have a border, huh? This is one I'll probably sell because I'm more into the card than the case, and to me it doesn't warrant a PSA 5. I don't even work for PSA, but I have my own like opinions on what a card should look like, and that's just I think a lot of collectors are the same way too. You know, you kind of expect a certain quality when you see a certain grade, and for the most part, if it doesn't meet that quality, then I just I'm gonna sell the case. Here's another Vic. This is the Vanguard Premier Date to 115, so a low print run on that one. These always have scratch surfaces. There's the 8 surface. This one was just slabbed. It's almost at the 10 million mark. So, oh. Here's one in an envelope. That's cool. 98 Bowman's Best. That's the base of Randy Moss. Probably about $3 shipped, so. Oh, this is filthy. This is from my Hank Aaron set. That's a nice one. So that's the 55 Bowman, the one that looks like a TV. And was this the last year of Bowman until they came back in 1989? But this is a second year Aaron, so it's a pretty appealing card to me. PSA 6 slabbed a long time ago. Look how small the font is. That's one of the indicators you have an old slab. Also the 0 as the first number. And I've talked about that. I don't want to rant about that anymore. But that's a beautiful Hank. So PSA 6 Hank Aaron from 55. That's sweet. This was at a good price too. It was an auction. It's the Chrome Gold X-Fractor Eli from 04 to 279, and it was just in an auction sitting there with a high starting price, and I just sniped it and got it for less than market value. So those are the kind of deals that I'm looking for. Oh yeah, this was dirt cheap. This was like $25 for an Andre Johnson rookie auto to 199. Since he retired, I guess people have forgot about him, but he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. One of the greatest receivers of our generation, or of the past 10 or 15 years. So beautiful card. Bowman's Best 2003 was a cool set. The Byron Leftwich like this used to go for like 150 bucks. A side note. Just packed well. That's sick. So this is for my Clemente. I'm doing the Master Tops registry, and this is a 7 of the 67. So I think in my last bin I had a Clemente. I can't remember the year it was. I think it was like 62, and I had a PSA 8. So this is a solid 7 from 1967. So let's look at the back of the card. There's the back. Nice Clemente. $2 or $3. This is Bowman's Best 95. Andrew Jones. This is just a cool set. It's got Vlad in it too, along with Scott Rowland. So there's the Andrew. He was one of my favorite players, in the mid 90s to late 90s. This is a nice one. Player that's tearing it up. Probably doesn't get the respect in the hobby that he deserves, but they won't focus on the orange refractor. It's weird. There it goes. This is a beautiful card, though. To me, this is the rookie card. It's a 2011. He's got his prospect auto in 2012, but it's out of 25. This is the orange refractor. Definitely one I want to send in. So Marcell Ozuna, he's on pace for about 35 homers and 125 RBIs with a 310 average. It's pretty good. Here's some Probstein stuff, so there could be some decent stuff in here. So we're starting off with the Walter Payton. Oh, this was just like a $10 card, but it was slabbed, and it's a nice older set, 83 Tops, PSA 8 of Walter. And then we have a Mickey. That's a nice Mickey. 68 Tops 6, PSA 6 in the new holder. Not the newest holder, but the new holder, if that makes sense. I'm still trying to get used to the new holder. The way the PSA is, it looks a little weird. It looks a little forced to me. Don't get me wrong, I like it, but I'm so used to just the silver hologram. So, and then this went really cheap for a Tomlinson. I know these are impossible to try to slab, so if I even tried, it'd be a 7. So I don't even know if I will. But Leaf Certified Freshman Fabric. This is the Mirror Red to 150 LT with the football. So I'll check if that's in the Tomlinson registry. That'll probably determine if I get it slabbed or not. I don't think it is. They leave a lot of cards out of the registries, which kind of bugs me. Like cool cards that should be in it are not in it. But I think you can send PSA a message and tell them to put stuff in. Don't quote me on that, but I thought I heard that. 97 Bowman Beltray. This has to be a tough set. Not sure on the pop, but you're talking all black borders. The back's not your problem because it's white. But I broke a box of this stuff, and almost all the cards were chipped. So this would be a sweet card to find in PSA 10 form. I do have it in a 9, but not a 10. And I think the price continues to rise on those Beltrays as he closes in on 500 and 3,000, which I think he'll get 3,000 next year and then maybe 500 in 2019. Here is in 93 Upper Deck, Derek Jeter, Beckett 9. This was really cheap, like 12 bucks. The edges got 8.5, so I'm trying to look at the card and not focus on the case. See, this is one I would snap out, and it's got a soft corner there, so yeah, I'm not even going to mess with trying to send it over to PSA. So it's probably an 8 or 8.5. So Jeter, Upper Deck Rookie. Love the photography on that, and love that card. Here we go with Bowman Platinum. This would be a Bryce Harper rookie. I think this is the stamp that Evolution Sports Marketing, who has a ton of listings on eBay. This is a Bowman Platinum. It's on card. To me, it's a rookie. It's 2011. Decent shape. This will be one I'll try to send in. I try to send in most cards because it creates so much value for your cards, you know, if you do it the right way. But if you're not into grading, you're not into grading. You're just collecting. I didn't grade for the longest time, and I just collected and had fun, so it's kind of a person-to-person thing. Some people think it's a sham, some people don't. I mean, personally, I don't think it's a sham. I think there are errors that are made, but for the most part, they do a nice job of weeding out fakes and giving you an accurate grade for your card. This is sick. This is the 83 Topps Gwyn. I've been buying these raw and just trying to find like 9s and 10s. 10s are worth like $600 now. But yeah, it's got like a crease right there. This is like a 6. So swing and a miss again. But you can't expect too much when you're buying raw cards on eBay. So I don't get too upset about it. If a card's like creased down the middle and they don't list it in the description, then I'll send an email out. But I'm not going to get too frazzled over something like that. So this is the White Onyx Black Diamond Moss, which I think is a neat card because it's numbered to 2250. And you can pick them up for like 10 to 12 bucks, so it seems like a steal. White Onyx Moss rookie. Here's a card from Canada. It is a Francisco Lindor lot. He's cooled off, but it happens. So what do we got? Is there more than one in here? They feel thick. I don't think so. So we've got 2 of the chromes, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 papers. And this to me is his rookie card. So 2011 Bowman Chrome Draft, which was a very good set. So some Lindors to try to find some PSAs. Let's see what's in this one. This is a good way to ship a card, actually. This is what they use for like textbooks. But I definitely get why you would want to ship a card this way, and it's a good one too. Oh, it's a Hank. This is from my Hank Aaron Topps. I'm just doing like the Master Topps. And I think I'm doing the set with the Bowman. It's called something else. So this is the uncorrected error card because he's batting left-handed and he's right-handed. Somehow they flipped the image around. And this one looks kind of blurry to me. It's off-center pretty bad too, but it's a 5, and it's cut weird at the top. So this is one I probably won't keep. Just I'm all about overall eye appeal when I'm looking at these vintage cards. So it's still a great card though. PSA 5, right around $100 to get one of those. So and we're going to end on this Tomlinson Topps 01 in great condition. Wow, check the back on that. Looks like at least a 9. So gonna end on that, and then we're gonna do a surprise raffle here. Just pop this one out. Let me grab it. Not the best product, but free cards. And the question to win this raffle, first person to type it wins. Who is my least favorite team in the NBA? So least favorite team in pro basketball. Type it in. First person to type it gets this box. 2015 Donruss. 2 autographs or memorabilia. So you could probably pull some pretty sweet stuff out of this. So type it in there. And thanks for all the views. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.